Hi everybody! I usually don't show my face in a lot of my videos, but I wanted to give a nice face-to-face, sort of, face-to-video intro for you all. I've noticed a few new subscribers, and I recently made my first sale a couple weeks ago that I'm really excited about, so I just wanted to give you all a nice hello and welcome. And I appreciate all of your guys' support, whether you just watch the videos or if you also follow me on Instagram. It means the world to me, and I just want to give a huge, warm thank you to all of you guys for supporting me before we dive into the craft. So thank you all, and I'm very excited for this next year and what's to come. So, thank you all. Welcome everybody to Drunk Crafts with Paige. I'm Paige, and today I'm drinking out of my fancy Halloween mug that I got on clearance. And I've got spiced rum and cider in here, so at least as I'm making this craft, it's very fitting for the season. Alright, so I have crates. And you're like, why does she have crates? Well, it's because we are trying a different kind of project today. It's not painting, and it's not resin. I'm going to be attempting to make a simple shoe rack for my entryway. So here's a really crummy paint version of what my entryway looks like right now. So I'd like for this shoe rack to be just tall enough that I'm actually able to fit boots, like winter boots, still underneath it, but I'd also like it to be long enough that I can go ahead and just kind of place it over top of the existing shoe mat that's sitting in our entryway. So here are my crates. This is what I plan on using for the shoe rack. If you could kind of tell from that rough picture that I designed up, it was very sloppy. I'm sorry, I don't have like Photoshop skills. But the plan is to put these two crates together, and we're gonna put some legs on the bottom of them. And yeah, pretty much it's gonna be tilted sideways. And when it is put together, then the shoes, well, yeah, the shoes are gonna go in here. It's gonna be meant for like lighter shoes and flip-flops, while the mat underneath is going to be for our winter boots. And this is gonna hopefully fit right over top of it, so it will all kind of be one unit. So my first step for these, I'm gonna gently sand some of these corners just to make them nice. But I got this nice wood stain. It's by Minwax. It's a wood finish called Golden Pecan, because I'd like for it to be kind of a light brown that will match the rest of the wood in our house. So we're gonna get working on this very first step. Alright, now I've got the sanding out of the way. What I'm gonna use to put this stain on is some of these just foam brushes. I'll probably use the thicker one, so I have a small can of stain, so it'll probably be a medium-sized one. And then these are nice because they don't leave any like brush strokes or like lines in the stain. So I've heard, this is my first time using wood stain. So I'm gonna go for probably one of these medium ones and just brush it on. I plan on brushing it on everywhere because I'd like for the whole thing to look nice and, you know, finely made, and like I said, to match the rest of the wood that's in our house. here's what my crates look like now with this dark stain on it. It's kind of a little bit tricky to tell, but it's a couple of shades darker than the pale wood when I first, well, I guess when they weren't stained. Like I said, I just wanted it to be like a nice kind of golden brown to match the rest of the wood in our house. So the next step is going to be joining, kind of stuck down to my table. The next step is going to be joining these two sides together. First, I'm going to use some wood glue and kind of prop it up with weights to press them together to get a nice strong bond. But I do have some, let's see, I've got this corner bracket to go probably on the back sides to join up stuff. And I also have these other mending plates that I planned on using along the top because, like I said, this is going to be a shoe rack. Although it is meant for lighter shoes, like, I don't know, just like tennis shoes or flip-flops, I don't want it to like buckle inward from the weight of shoes inside. So first wood glue, and then we're going to add the, oh hi cat, and then we're going to add the plates on later. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since I glued the two crates together, and there's a nice bond. I can lift these. See, it just looks like the camera's shaking, but I can lift these, and they're stuck pretty well together. So my next step is the drilling, and I guess we haven't really drilled much with me before, but I've got these corner braces that I'm going to put on the back corners just to help support around the back on either side, the top and the bottom, or I guess whatever way we end up doing it. I have two on either side, and then I've also got some of these mending plates that I plan on just putting, there's I think 4 in that container, but I think I'm just going to put like 1, maybe 2, maybe I will use all 4, but definitely 1 along the front, like I said, just to help reinforce it, because even though this is going to be for lighter shoes, I would hate for it to buckle inwards when we're using it. So my plan, I've got my drill right here. I'm going to drill some holes in the wood first before I add the screws, because, well, I don't want the wood to split. That would really suck, kind of ruin this project. And I kind of need to be careful of where I'm drilling, because this is assembled with staples on the side. So as I put my holes in here, I need to try to avoid the staples on either side. And yeah, so let's do that. Okay guys, so here are all of my plates. I did end up using all 4 of these, what are they, straight brackets. And now I have to install the legs. Same process, I'm drilling a pilot hole in first and then drilling in the screw. I got just these hairpin legs off of Amazon. I think mine are a foot
tall, maybe 1.5 feet, all depending on how tall you would like your shoe rack to sit. I wanted mine to just be tall enough to fit boots underneath it. So I think 1.5 feet was what I went with to be able to easily fit all my boots and the, like in the plastic mat easily underneath. So next is just screwing in the 4 hairpin legs. Here it is, guys, in my actual entry room, not just the terrible paint version with clip art. Got the legs attached, and the ones I ordered actually have like little nubs on the bottom if you're concerned about the like hairpins scratching your floor. So there it is. And it turns out, unfortunately, my mat is like 1 inch too big for these legs. Like the legs don't angle out quite as much as I had hoped. So it doesn't completely cover the shoe rack. My crates are long enough, but you know, because of how you have to attach the legs, they're kind of set in a little further. So therefore, they don't reach the outside of my mat. So, still have some troubleshooting to do. But here's the finished product. I think it turned out pretty good. Looks really nice with the wood, the stain that I chose. And it feels nice and sturdy with all the brackets on there. So, there's the finished product. Thank you all for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you want to hit that notification bell to get notified when I post new videos. I also have an Instagram account with the same title, Drunk Crafts with Paige. I'll be posting photos of all the finished products that we make on this channel. And yeah, feel free to, you know, leave me some love if you want to. And I will see you guys again next time.